The message arrived at 9:12 a.m. No greeting. No explanation. We've decided it would be better if you stepped away for now. It appeared in the family group chat. The same one normally used for holiday plans and mildly passive-aggressive birthday reminders. For a second, I assumed it had something to do with Sunday dinner. Then my sister, Lauren, responded with a confetti emoji. My father added nothing else. No clarification, no context, just a decision already made. I read the message twice, then a third time. Finally, I typed a reply, careful and precise. Understood. I'll step away from the family entirely. No extra punctuation, no questions, no defense. Lauren immediately reacted with a thumbs up. A moment later, she added a champagne glass emoji. It would have been easier if I felt angry. Instead, what settled over me was colder clarity. I work in commercial banking, mid-level management, nothing glamorous, but stable. 3 years earlier, when my father expanded the family construction company, he asked where they should open their operating account. Anywhere with competitive terms. I told him. He frowned. You work at a bank. Why wouldn't we use yours? I explained the conflict of interest rules. He brushed them off with a laugh. We trust you. And like I always did, I made it work. I helped them structure their $285,000 operating account for liquidity. I negotiated better merchant processing rates, flagged suspicious charges before they caused problems, waived minor fees when policy allowed it, made sure payroll batches cleared during tight weeks. None of that was ever mentioned at Thanksgiving. Publicly, I was the one who works with spreadsheets. Privately, I was access. The tension that led to that message hadn't appeared overnight. For months, I had questioned certain decisions. A risky equipment purchase, a speculative subcontract. I asked for documentation before approving a short-term credit extension. Lauren called it controlling. My father called it negativity. I called it risk management. Apparently, that was enough. After sending my reply, I went to work as usual. By noon, our internal compliance system flagged the family account during routine review. My name appeared both in oversight documentation and personal relationship records. So I scheduled a meeting with the compliance officer. I need to remove myself from any association with this account, I told her. Is there a conflict? There is now. Bank policy was clear. Employees cannot manage or influence accounts where personal relationships create potential bias. We initiated the separation immediately. Oversight reassigned. Fee waivers reviewed. Preferential rates reevaluated. A 30-day transition notice offered if they wanted to move the account elsewhere. It wasn't punishment. It was procedure. By 5:17 p.m., official notifications had been sent. My phone started vibrating around 7:03 p.m. Dad. I answered after the first ring. What did you do? He demanded. I stepped away. You closed our account. I removed myself from oversight, I said calmly. The bank is offering transition options. Our payroll didn't go through. It's pending reassessment under standard terms. There was a long pause. You're overreacting. I almost laughed. You asked me to step away. I reminded him. That's not what I meant. I waited. He didn't elaborate. A few minutes later, Lauren texted. This is petty. It's compliant, I replied. We have contracts depending on that liquidity. Then you'll need to work with your new account manager. She sent a long message about loyalty. I didn't respond. The next morning, an internal email confirmed. The account would no longer qualify for the reduced merchant processing rate I had negotiated 2 years earlier. The numbers changed, not dramatically, but noticeably. Authority doesn't shout. It recalculates. 3 days later, Dad called again. His voice sounded different, less certain. "We didn't think you'd go this far." "I didn't go anywhere," I said. "You removed the relationship that made things efficient." That landed. No yelling, no accusations, just a long silence where something unspoken settled between us. Within 3 weeks, they moved the account to another bank. I know because I processed the outgoing transfer documentation. The business survived. It always would. What changed wasn't their revenue. It was their understanding of access. We haven't had Sunday dinner since. There's been no dramatic reconciliation, just occasional neutral texts about birthdays. Logistics. Lauren hasn't sent another emoji. Sometimes I wonder if I should have called first, asked what step away really meant, tried to negotiate my position. But then I remember the tone of that message. It wasn't a request. It was a dismissal. And stepping away means stepping away. Not halfway, not symbolically, entirely. I didn't close their business. I closed the version of myself that kept quietly absorbing exclusion. And that more than the $285,000 was the account that truly needed balancing.